Okay, I'm videotaping. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Um, I'm not showing myself on the video because I look like crap right now. I have no makeup and my hair looks horrible. So I'm just going to do a quick tutorial. I'm not a professional. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of experimenting and having fun. I had bought this wig probably over a year ago. It's called Olivia. I'll have to look up the brand. I can't remember right off the brand of the manufacturer. But she's very long and very, very full. A lot of hair. I loved the kinky, curly kind of mermaid wave look. It looked awesome in the pictures and on the dummy. But on me, it's just too much hair. It was way too thick and a little too long. I just couldn't get used to the whole full wig look. It looks great on a mannequin. She's really actually cute. Looks great on that, but not on me. So I decided to try to cut the wig apart and make it into a topper instead. So what I've done so far, if you can see, I've already cut about 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 wefts off the back. This is what it looks like. See, there would be the very nape of the neck. There's the bottom comb that goes in the nape of the neck. So you can see this is just the bottom like 5 or so wefts or tracks that I cut off. There's the elastic adjuster band. So I saved this hair that I cut off because it's still, a good amount of hair. I could make something out of that. I could make a ponytail, a clip-in ponytail attachment, or wind it up and make a messy bun attachment. So if you're cutting apart wigs and experimenting, save your scraps and pieces because you never know what you might be able to do with them and come up with some cool stuff. So anyway, I decided she's still too thick for me, so I'm going to go ahead and cut a few more wefts out. I think I'm going to cut about 4 more wefts. What you want to do, if you want to cut a wig that's wefted, which wefted means these things, the breathable wefted open cap design, that's the kind you can cut apart and make into a topper. But what you want to do is turn it inside out like this, and then count, about how many wefts up you think you want to remove, and then actually go in and separate those. So I went in just by hand and separated the hair between, like after the after the 4th weft. I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 wefts there that I think I'm going to remove. Okay, so I put that hair in a clip to keep it separated, right? So I'm going to grab that hair with my hand, and then I'm going to flip this wig back over, find her part there, and there she is. So now I've got that hair in my hand, in my fist in here. So with that hair removed, because it's no longer hanging down, I've got it in my hand, that's how long she'll be, and that's how thick she'll be. With all that hair that's wadded up in my hand right now that I'm going to cut off. So she's still pretty long and still really thick, still a lot of volume and a lot of hair, even after removing that many wefts. I didn't really want to remove the length, which it is going to cut her down a couple inches more in length, but she's still plenty long for me. She's still a little bit longer than my bio hair. Excuse me. So I think this will work. It'll lighten her up, thin her out a little bit, and hopefully make her look a little more realistic because she's just too thick on me. So here we go. Just for demonstration purposes, just to show you guys, I'm going to go ahead and try to cut this off on camera. All right, I think best way to do it, I'm gonna hold the hair that I'm removing in my hands like this. I'm gonna hang the wig upside down so you can see between the wefts. You see exactly where you need to cut. And let's see, where's my scissors here? I'm cutting right where the lace and like the ear tab, basically at that part, if you can see. That's where I'm gonna have her end. So I'm gonna start cutting there, and you're just gonna cut. Let's see, where did I do it last time? Last time you can see where I cut. You cut right through this edge piece. So just like last time, I'm just gonna go a little further down, and I'm gonna cut her right there. Okay, now I'm committed. I've already made the first cut, so we're gonna keep going. Hopefully you can see this okay. This is one of my first ever tutorial videos. I'm not real good at this yet. I'm still practicing. But I just got this camera holder thingy so I could use both hands. I don't think this is showing up real good on camera. I don't know if you can tell what I'm doing. I'm gonna cut these elastic pieces that make the grid that these tracks of hair are sewn onto. You don't want to cut through any actual hair. You just want to cut, let's see, can you see what I'm doing here? You just want to cut those elastic, oops, back to my camera. You just want to cut those elastic pieces. And then over to the other side where that elastic band is. I'm trying to get some of this hair out of the way. You don't want to cut any hairs off if you can help it. And there we go. Okay. So that's the part that I had clipped and separated off. And now that's what it looks like. The part that I just cut off, 4 tracks. I believe these are the wefts. These are the tracks of hair, the thin little lines that hair is sewn onto. Now these tracks are pretty thin. The hair on these tracks are thin. This is a cheap wig. It's not real high quality. I think the tracks are kind of thin. You have to be careful. You can see through to them. But I'm going to keep that and add it to my other piece that I cut off and make something fun out of it. Okay, so now here she is, newly shortened, lightened up considerably. Let's see, I'm going to try to find where I kind of had her parted. I was experimenting with the lace on this. Doesn't thrill me. It's not the thinnest, softest lace that I've seen so far out of all the wigs I've bought or experimented with. It's not the stiffest, itchiest lace, but it's kind of in the middle. I don't necessarily like this lace. It's not the worst I've had, but it's definitely not one of the nicer ones. So I've been trying to mess with concealer, and I've tried the silicone tape underneath. That didn't really work on this one, but I think I'm just gonna try to work on concealing the part with the hair itself, just by kind of fluffing it enough near the part that it'll kind of mask that. I may have to trim that lace in a little bit closer too, but she's pretty frizzy right now because I've really played with her. I've been experimenting and testing and cutting her apart. I've been running a flat iron through her to try to tame down some of the kinky curls. I've sprayed her with wig spray. You know, I'm just experimenting, trying to see how I can kind of thin her and tame her down some so she looks more realistic on my head. So, but that's what she looks like after all those wefts are removed. She's still got a lot of length. She's still got a lot of thickness. And I plan on wearing her like a topper so I can blend my own hair underneath. So with my hair underneath, she's still plenty thick. Here's an example just to show you. If the wind blows too much on a wig like this, you know, these tracks show through. I don't like that, but I think this has got enough volume of hair that chances are it'll be okay. The tracks are black and my hair is almost black. So it should kind of mask that and blend okay. Unless somebody got really close up, I don't think they'd be able to tell. Right now this is just really kind of messy, a little bit frizzy. But my real hair is frizzy too, so maybe it'll look real. I'm planning on trying to give her some darker roots. I tried a little bit with some makeup, but it really didn't do much good. I want a little more dark rooting, almost black, so that it blends with the black hair underneath. She's kind of a two-tone. She's got black underneath the burgundy. So I figure if I add some black roots and then I pull some of my black bio hair out in front and curl it to match her, maybe it'll blend and I can get away with that whole two-tone look. So anyway, that's just a quickie how to cut a wig apart and make a topper. Somebody had mentioned it earlier and I told them I would try to do a video and show them. And then what you'll have to do, of course, is glue or sew a couple of your pressure sensitive clips, the snap clips that snap. You'll want to glue those in where they're comfortable on your head, where you want to clip them. For me, I'm probably going to go about here, one in each of these spots here, so they're like, you know, not too close to the part but not too far down the sides of my head. And then I might put a couple more in the back. I'm not sure yet. I'll probably have to, but this seems to fit pretty comfortably. When I set it on my head earlier and tried it on, as far as size-wise, it definitely feels more like a topper now than a wig. Now, this is this is with my own hair, which is really messy right now, and I have no makeup on. So, just to give you a quick idea, of course this isn't blended or done right, but if I add some black roots and I pull some of my black bio hair out to kind of blend in that front, I'm thinking this could work. She's still kind of thick, but she's making progress. So anyway, that's my tutorial. Thanks for watching.